motion from the wideout. Wants to throw one first. Under pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Holds on. It's Hawkins. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Press shutted downs going up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Red 54! Red 54! Heads! 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 Bear! Move.
Motion from the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Green. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Craver.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is he's still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route, 80 yards, and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Burrowing for yardage. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Edwards. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Reed. Rush right in his face. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Page. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Hits inside, it's Barnes. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's Reed to throw. Buys time to his left. He throws one to the left. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either. That's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns out it's Hawkins. Breaks the tackle. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the fake. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They didn't quite get organized in time. They'll call a timeout with just 3 seconds remaining on the play clock. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Move! Temple, temple! Slow, idiot!
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Turning it on. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll send the back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. 2nd down to the air. Out wide left, it's Barnes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. It's It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Flag 14! Flag 14! Go, go!
Wants to go up top on second down. Right side, it's Hawkins. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Cowboys. Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as he returned. It stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, in this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And, man, this offense, man, is so nice to have a guy that you can hand the football to, and he can take off and make big plays down the field. He can break tackles. He can outrun you. He shows you a little bit of everything. This defense, they better dial in on him because he's going to get the football, and he can make big plays.
Throwing Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Has it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Motion from the wide receiver. In the backfield, it's Young.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Dumps it off in the flats. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Barnes. Got a little grass. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wide receiver comes in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. This guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rushes on. Going right and going deep. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires left. Makes the catch, it's Owens. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Reed. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. One more snap coming before halftime. Making the adjustment on the play. Quick give. It's Hawkins. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with a look at SMU in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Mustangs, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the ground, it's Edwards. Past the 40. Here's a little room there. Past the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Owens. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Now on the move. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fourth down, Reed. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the right side. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Man, oh, man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Right down the boulevard. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. His huge game continues. 3rd time he's gotten paid earned in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Makes the catch inside his 30 and wants much, much more. Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped. From the gun, it's Hawkins. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Coleman's got it. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. We'll send the tight end in motion. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, pressure's coming. He'll try to do it himself. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Powers inside. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on 3rd down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Behind to crease, it's Edwards. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sells the run, looking to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Out wide right, it's Green. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Left side is Barnes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Go, go. Go, idiot.
They'll go to the counter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wants to throw one first. Setting up the screen. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
And we've already seen it with this offense, man. They do a good job. They're going to use him as a receiving threat. Let him match up on linebackers. He can win those matchups. He can make big plays. Now they just do it a different way. They call the screen. Let those linemen run upfield, get him the football in some space, and try to let him create a big play.
Motion from the wideout. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Green. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Here's Reed to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Moving the pocket, it's Reed. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it down the field. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Unloads in the nick of time.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Again, it's Reed. Keeping his eyes downfield. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The extra point is blocked.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing, and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barnes. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the...
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, looking for a man. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the X. He wants to go deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the stomping has commenced. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Throwing Reed. They're all over him. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that 1st down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The snap was to throw to start this drive. Right side, it's Hawkins. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Using his legs, it's Hawkins. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
2nd down, going to throw it. Way off target there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. On play action. Look out! And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Reed. Throwing deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Sets his feet. It's Reed. Under pressure. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to beat Greg right here to end the game.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.